The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, has called on relevant ministries, departments, and agencies of the federal government to support the House in its bid to ensure that every public asset across Nigeria delivers real value. Abbas made this call on Tuesday at the inauguration of ADEL Committee on Abandoned Federal Government Landed Properties in Nigeria. The Speaker, who was represented by the Chief Whip of the House, Honorable Bello Osman Kumo, said statistics has shown that over 11,800 properties are currently abandoned across the country, adding that this trend must stop immediately.
From statistics available by NIBRI, there are about 11,800 plus abandoned properties across the 36 states of this federation. There was a review by 2000 of Presidential Implementation Committee set up by the then Obasanjo government to review this particular subject matter. It is the responsibility of this committee, among other things, to investigate the authenticity and the status of these said landed properties across the country. It is further part of the responsibilities of this committee to review the Presidential Implementation Committee report and recommend further and better recommendations for the betterment of good governance in this country. It is equally very important part aspect of this committee to identify the state and the status of the said landed and properties across this country. And I urge my colleagues, members of this committee, to do a thorough job by collecting informations, relevant information that will help identify these landed properties and make their recommendations. For our invited guests, starting from the office of the government, secretary to the government, Minister of Justice, ICRC, EFCC, and all relevant agencies, we implore you to cooperate with the committee. Approach the committee with necessary relevant information that will help the committee do a good job and on behalf of the silent majority populace of this country. It is on this note that by the privileges extended to me by Mr. Speaker, I have the honor and the privilege to officially inaugurate this committee.
Speaking at the inauguration, the chairman of the committee, Daniel Amos, who is deputy, Lanre Oladebo, stood in for, appreciated the speaker for trusting them with a crucial national assignment. He described the unused properties and projects across Nigeria as missed opportunities, which must be rechanneled towards the benefit of Nigeria.
The House, under the distinguished leadership of the Speaker, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, has entrusted this committee with a defined timeline to deliver on its mandate, which comprises the comprehensive identification and verification of all abandoned federal government landed properties, the establishment of a centralized and reliable national database to ensure accurate documentation and institutional memory, a rigorous evaluation of the financial, economic, and developmental implications arising from their abandonment. The determination of the ministries and departments and agencies as old custodial or administrative responsibility for these assets, as an in-depth examination of the administrative, budgetary, regulatory, and operational deficiencies that has impeded their proper utilization. The committee pledged to discharge this mandate with utmost diligence, transparency, and fidelity to the public trust, ensuring that every aspect of the responsibility entrusted towards is executed with precision and integrity. We further commit to delivering outcomes and reflect the highest standard of legislative oversight, timely, evidence-driven, and firmly anchored in national interest.
The chairman pledged that the committee will discharge the duty with utmost diligence, transparency, and fidelity to the public trust.
This committee will operate with openness, professionalism, and unwavering dedication to the people of Nigeria. We invite the cooperation of all stakeholders to ensure a credible and impactful process.
Some of the agencies present at the inauguration are Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the Ministry of Justice, the Infrastructure Concession and Regulatory Commission, among others. They also spoke about their readiness to support the committee in discharge of its mandate.